Okay, everybody, we're back to the Eeriearachnids Worldwide Tarantula Tour. We're still in South America, of course, and we're going to pop back over to Venezuela. I only have 3 species from Venezuela with a total of 3 tarantulas. That's it. So one of each species, one of each genus. We're going to start with this guy. I don't trust him at all, but we're gonna open him up. This is the Holothele sanguinicepus. Well, it's actually Holothele longipes. It used to be Holothele sanguinicepus. This is a mature male. He's still kicking. Won't eat, but he's still kicking. And actually still looks to be in pretty good health. So I just gave him water to make sure everything's going good. I do not have a common name for this guy. To be honest with you, I don't know what it is. It's not listed in my app, so I didn't type it into my app, so I don't know what it is. I looked, trust me, I promise I looked, but it's not there. So yeah, this is the first one of the 3. This is a dwarf species. You could see he's roughly about, I'd say 3 inches, you know, if he stretched out leg span. The females get around 4. Kind of similar to the pumpkin patch, I would assume. Yeah, you can move, that's fine. You just stay in. And that's very important, staying in. Very, very pretty. They have that. It's almost like a bronze rose colorish carapace and a off reddish, longer abdomen. You can see he went back underneath his little escape. It's his little den, burrow, cave, whatever you want to call it. This is what I do with him: is I dampen down the substrate on one side and then overfill the water dish even more. He's a pretty good drinker. I'm surprised he didn't go over to the water right away this time, but I'm sure he will in a little bit. So yeah, that's that one. Let's get on to the other 2. Okay, this is the enclosure for probably one of the 2 most popular Venezuelan tarantulas. This is the Simulpaeus erminia, the Venezuelan sun tiger. This is a very recognized tarantula, a very easy tarantula to breed. There's tons of them out there. I guess they are also found in Boa Vista in Brazil. I don't know that for fact, but it seems kind of odd that if they're in Brazil, how they wouldn't be in like French Guiana, and unless Boa Vista might be at the bottom part of the border with Venezuela. I'd have to look at the map and see if Venezuela actually touches Brazil anywhere. But yeah, this was one of those species everyone was up in an uproar about over the last week, but I think perfectly fine. They like to burrow, honestly, as slings, and even young adults and even some adults, period. You can see what it's done. This is all web with dirt just brought into it, and it's got the burrow entrance there. What we're going to do is we're going to feed this one, so maybe it'll come out. I was going to use it with the feeding video, but you know, part 3. But since I decided to do this first, we'll throw a cricket in here for it now. Hopefully cricket will go somewhere where we can actually see the spider at least come out and grab it. They are very, very quick. As you know, they have that black look to them. More black as females, but still black as males until they mature. Then they get that gray pipe cleaner look to them, where their legs get really, really haired straight out. They look like pipe cleaners. Males get very, very long-legged. And then they have, of course, those orangish-reddish tiger patterning on the abdomen and the orange chevrons on the tarsa of the legs. I'm surprised this one hasn't come out for this, actually. Oh, there we are. I knew you couldn't resist. Again, they are considered to be an arboreal species. But I found that most of their life they actually spend more at the base of trees or bushes or branches, or, you know, of course in your enclosures, whatever it is that you're using, cork bark or whatever. They'll tend to build dirt curtains with the dirt and webbing. And as they get older, you'll see them out a little bit more and you know, hanging on the side of the enclosure or on the cork bark or whatever it may be. But this would be a species that I would consider, even though I hate the word, semi-arboreal, because they do tend to stay down below and they will climb in and on trees. So I don't really particularly care for that term because I think it's used a little bit loosely. You know, people believe that semi-arboreal means anything off the ground, which is not actually how the definition of arboreal is. But come on, guy, I don't believe that you're not over there grabbing. There you go. I knew it wouldn't. You gotta wait for it to come to you. You got a reflection with the sun. Can't get that off there. Okay, that was the Salmopaeus erminia. Again, this one I do believe is female, but I'm not 100% positive. We'll have to wait for another molt and see if she decides to give me a good molt and or get a better ventral picture. But the last ventral shot I got of her, I believe her to be female. Okay, so for the last one, it's not going to be a very good last or ending of this. This is the Chromatopelma cyaneopubescens, or the green bottle blue. This is my paired female who is getting large. I'm hoping that she'll lay an egg sac in the next week or two. I was kind of hoping that she would do this next Wednesday on my birthday. I thought that would be kind of cool. But sorry for the shaking of the camera, but I'm kind of stuck standing up here, and because of where this is, with this enclosure, it's kind of hard for me to set up a tripod here. But yeah, this is probably the most widely known one. I don't think a lot of people know that they're actually from Venezuela. But yeah, Venezuelan tarantula tor. You could see there's a little bolus I got to remove. The last time I tried feeding her, she wasn't interested. So prior to that, she was eating about every 5 days. So that was, you know, it's a good sign when the females are eating that much when they've been paired. Hopefully that means that we're going to get a nice healthy sack of little babies. Again, sorry for this shaking. I'm trying to hold it as still as I possibly can. Now she comes out at night and she'll hang on the leaf right here, and then she goes back in. So I'm hoping that one of these days, or one of these nights, I don't see her on there. And if I don't see her on there, that means that maybe she's actually laying an egg sac. So we'll see. And as soon as she does, we'll update that. Really hoping that she does that on a day that I go back to work on the 1st of August. So I'm kind of hoping she does it before then, and when I'm here, so that I can actually film it. That would be kind of cool if we can get a good look in there. We'd have to do it from the other side over here. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and give me a second and we'll be right back. Hey guys, we'll end here. I have some announcements to make, but I think I'm going to do it in a different video just because I'll end up talking for 5 or 10 minutes here, and we don't need that. So maybe we'll just do a quick feed of one of the tarantulas, and then I'll give you those announcements, and you guys can watch the tarantula happy dance or do whatever. Anyway, you can see the chevron tarsus of the Salmopaeus erminia. We're still in South America. We still have Chile, Peru, Bolivia, French Guiana, Suriname, Trinidad, and Argentina. I think are the countries that are left that I need to do. I think maybe Paraguay. I think I do have something from Paraguay. The problem that I have is there's a couple tarantulas like the Euapolatus campostratus that are in Paraguay, Uruguay, Brazil, and possibly even Argentina. So I don't want to keep using the Euapolatus campostratus from video to video to video, you know what I mean? But I actually forgot to use it in the Brazil video. So I meant to do it with Brazil, but I forgot to. So we'll add those into, I think, Paraguay and Argentina. I think they're more endemic to those two places. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So, you know, if there's one country or another that you prefer for the next one, it probably won't be done till next weekend. But if there's one of the countries that are more preferable to you guys, put it down below, and whichever country has more responses to it, that's the one that I'll do. There's only a handful from each country. Chile's got the most in my collection left out of those countries. I have more species from Chile than I do the other countries. I think the other countries will have 2 or 3 per. Chile will have like 6 or 7. So, yeah, again, I have some announcements coming up. Nothing real major, but we'll get to that video. I may even actually upload that video prior to this one. So if I already did, then you already heard the announcements. If I didn't, they're upcoming. So have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sticking with me. I know I lost a bunch of subscribers the other day, 18 actually total, from the day I did the Brazil video, the first one. Or the second one, sorry, the second one. The first one, I gained a bunch of subscribers. The second one, I lost 18. I've since got 18 back, so we're kind of back where we were right when we started that video. I thought I had only lost 8, but it ended up being 18 total. So yeah, that's really it. You know, you guys know what to do. Again, I don't know why I keep saying this, but you got the bell, like, subscribe, comment. You know, if you guys are watching and you're not subscribers and you tune in regularly, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. It helps me, as well as the views do, believe it or not. I mean, the views are probably more important to me now than the subscribers are, but once the subscribers start to build, of course, the channel grows more. But again, that's not super important for me. I just want you guys to be happy with what I'm doing, and I want to be happy with what I'm doing. So that's the important part. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video, which is either going to be a announcement video or tarantula feeding video July part 3. Happy keeping.